going on, everybody? So welcome back to episode 16. This episode is going to be me answering the Q&A questions from both TikTok and Instagram.
1 in 6 Australians.
There's TikTok. Why don't we start with TikTok then? First question, hardest case you've won. This one's hard to answer because a lot of cases kind of aren't really won or lost, a lot are settled, or you might want some circumstance and you get the order that you get is 70% of that circumstance. So I've never really understood the premise of winning or losing a case. But the biggest wins for me are overcoming difficulty, cases, matters that either it's a very difficult client or a difficult situation, and working through and getting a better result than the client was expecting. That fish and chip shop is my childhood. Fishmongers is good. We are across the road from it right now, 8:30 on a Friday evening. Pretty dead, raining on the Gold Coast. What subjects did you do in year 12? I didn't do year 12. I didn't finish high school. I did the second year of high school by correspondence and then 2 more in New Zealand. But came over to the Gold Coast and did my bridging course at Bond College straight into uni. So I didn't do the last year of high school, which would have been my year 12. Can you rate the fish and chip shop? Look, being a New Zealander, Australian fish and chips shops are kind of terrible, to be honest. So I'll hold my review. Best thing about law for me would be, like I said before, is providing clients a higher result than what they were expecting, I think. It's very interesting, it's very intellectually stimulating at times. There's a lot about it. Helping people is a big one. Helping people is really gives you a lot of good feels. How do you separate your emotions from your job? You get good at compartmentalizing stuff. I think that's a skill that lawyers need to develop, and I'm continuously trying to work on it, is having that work-life balance. The way that I do it is I honestly just treat every day as a reality TV show, to be honest with you, and I turn the TV off when I go home. That's essentially, metaphorically speaking. Closet tour. My closet's a mess, to be honest with you. It's all over the show at the moment. I've got a lot of dry cleaning that I need to do, so maybe another time. Do you have any advice for getting experience as a high school student? As a high school student, you are in a very advantageous position because nobody expects anything from you. Everybody expects you to be a fucking, for lack of a better term, a fucking idiot, fuck up everything. So I think experience as a high school student is quite important to get those, not those fuck ups out, but you're gonna have less repercussions messing something up when you're 15 than when you're 30 in law. So I think a lot of law firms really like younger high school people if you show initiative, if you show interest in the firm. Say if you, in Newcastle or somewhere like that's smaller, you might have family friends or mutual friends that work there or something, and show interest. And I feel like if you show me interest, I'm interested in you in law. So if you show you've got ambition, you show that this is what you want to do if you're taking it seriously, I think that can help a lot. And yeah, just offer to do the grunt work. Just call around law firms and be like, look, do you need admin support? I can do filing, whatever. Love your content. Is your firm open for PLT currently in my second year of LLB? Yeah, we sure are. Send me a DM on Instagram. And I'll try to keep this as short as possible, so we'll do those from TikTok and the Instagram ones. There are a few cool ones. Hardest part about law school? Trying to balance studying and partying. At Bond, it's quite a, well, it was when I was going through quite a party university. I'm only kidding. I think the hardest thing that I found at university was expressing my legal arguments concisely. Tend to waffle quite a bit, and that's what I found. That's what I personally found the hardest thing in law school was during an exam being able to figure out how to express what I wanted to say concisely. I always used to run out of a lot of time. Some of these, do you trade cryptos? Sure, yeah, no, maybe. What is the meaning of life? No idea. What is the vision for DL in 5 years, Diamond Law? To be honest, I have no idea. We adapt and we pivot quite often. So the firm that we have now is not the firm that we had in 6 months ago. So I think I need a little bit more time to figure that out. What do you think is the biggest issue facing young lawyers today? Competition, I would say. It might upset people, but you're not special. There's thousands of you, there's tens of thousands of you. So I think now more than ever, it's a process of trying to stand out from the crowd. Very hard, I think. That would be, in my opinion. What advice would you give to your younger self starting out in law? For my younger self, I would advise to do more writing courses, to do more grammar courses, to do more external study outside of law that would help me in law. And also to not take anything personally. What's the hardest part about managing Diamond Law offices in multiple cities? Same as everything else. Everything gets chopped and changed, and being very topical. New Zealand is shutting its border to Australia today for 2 months, and I was meant to be on a flight to New Zealand on Wednesday for meetings. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in Auckland, which now I think a total of 16 or so meetings have been totally cancelled and put on the back burner, and some of those meetings were business development meetings, so who knows if that contact's going to be there in 2 months. That's the hardest part, is our inadequate government. But yeah, I think I might call it there. Keep it short, keep it simple. Diamond Diary, obviously want to condense it. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and if you have any other questions, I'm always available in the DM.